It's a Labradoodle puppy romper room today. In today's video, we are going to focus on puppy play, and we are going to talk all about how to bond with your puppy. Hi, I'm Claire from Isle Labradoodles, and this is the week 5 litter update for our little warrior princesses, Miss Purple and Miss Pink Collar from the Kindred Souls litter. One of these puppies is Lola, and one of these puppies is Pom Pom. We don't know who's who yet, but those are the names their families have chosen. And in today's video, what we're going to do is let the puppies go wild and show you what they're doing now. We just have 2 puppies in this litter, as you'll know from following along right from their birth announcement. These puppies have faced some definite adversity and illness, and they have overcome that, and just look at them go. And again this week, the 2 girls are both the same weight. They're 1.7 kilograms. So they continue to be extremely equal. Now last week we were still wondering about Pink and how she was going to make out with her walking and building strength in her hind legs. You'll remember from our previous videos we had to hobble her because of her illness and because she was lying down so much. Now she can go everywhere. You'll see her scrambling all over the floor here, and we no longer have any special surfaces in their area. Everything is 100% normal. So the puppies are just like any other puppies at this age now, and you can see Pink jumping about there, and clearly she has no trouble negotiating anything. So today they're in the donut bed. Now this is one of the amazing donut beds that is sold by Curated Canines. They are all handmade in Canada. And rather than being filled with all sorts of chemically treated synthetic material, they have an all-natural organic stuffing that's made from leftover clothing scraps. And everything is made without flame retardant or all the other things that are potentially very problematic for your dog. Just think, they lie in here, their face is snuggled up to here. So this is really an important item in your dog's supply. And now you can also, when you get the puppy starter kit from Curated Canines, this bed comes with it, along with a crate mat, which is what I'm sitting on, made by the same company. That's what this is right here. Now, what is so great about these beds is right now you can see at this age, it's almost like a playpen. And the reason why I have the puppies in here is because I want them to start negotiating getting in and out of something that's, you know, a good height for them, and being able to be fearless with that. Not be afraid that, oh my goodness, I'm going to fall off, I'm going to die. I want them to figure out and problem solve. How can I get out of this bed safely? And the way for them to do that is to come onto my lap, because I've given them a bridge here. And they always want to come and see me anyways, although right now they're more interested in themselves. So the donut bed provides a huge amount of security for the puppies. When your Isle Doodle Labradoodle goes home with you, they will be very familiar with this donut bed. They'll sleep in it, they'll play in it, and this bed lasts for life. My dog Spirit, who's 44 pounds, this is a medium-sized bed. She'll sleep in this size and the smaller size, never the larger size, because it's flexible. So when she wants to stretch out, it just goes like that with her. And what these high sides do is it mimics the feel for a puppy of being snuggled up with their litter mates and mom and nursing. And you can see right here that this bed has some of the fabric has come apart, and that's because my dog Peanut likes to, she does cobbing. And what that is when a dog suckles or nibbles on something, and Peanut chooses the donut bed. So I just sew this back up periodically when she gets it to the point where it's causing a problem like it is here. It takes about 2 minutes for me to sew it back, and then it's not a problem again. But the reason why Peanut chooses the beds to choose on is because this represents so much comfort, and it's really helpful when you want your puppy to go to sleep. Now these puppies have very structured playtime. Their days are now highly structured. Up until now, it's been whatever Rowan sort of felt they were going to do. It was also, their schedule was, they didn't have a schedule. It was whatever they were doing when they wanted to do it, and we adapted to them. Now that we are in the process of weaning the puppies and keeping Rowan away from them while we do that, we are putting them on a very structured schedule. So there is a definitive time to get up in the morning and a definitive time to go to bed in the morning. Now when I say that, we may alter that within a half an hour, even up to an hour occasionally. But generally speaking, they're up at 7:30, they go to bed at around 11, 10:30, 11, somewhere around there. They also, once they're up, they are fed. Then mom's gone, she's gone until lunch, mom comes in mid-afternoon, and tonight is going to be their first night sleeping alone. Rowan will sleep with us. That's assuming that Rowan is okay with that. We do let our moms tell us if they're not ready to wean their puppies, we don't force them. But Rowan, although I can hear her right now talking and saying she'd like to come in, she's also only in here for a very brief period of time. She doesn't have very much milk left. She likes to come in and make sure everybody's okay, make sure we're doing our job properly, and the puppies love to have the comfort of nursing, even though they're not really getting that much out of the milk bar. It's just the act of nursing that's so comforting. So Rome will come in around, we'll probably let her in actually while we're doing this video, just to show you what she's like with the puppies now, and then just before we go to bed for the night. And then the puppies will have food in their dish out overnight so that they can snack during the night if they choose. Sometimes they will, sometimes they won't. So now if you watch them right now, you'll see that teething has become a very important part of their behavior. You can see Pink over there was chewing on the teddy's ears and arms, and Purple is really going to town here on the squeaky cow thing. Pink's really having a free-for-all here. She's just in a mood. Or that's Purple, sorry, I had them mixed up. This is Purple, this is Pink. Pink's with me, Purple's the one who's over there with the teddy, and now they're both here with this. So I'm just gonna let them wrestle away here for a bit. And what I want to talk about is how important it is for you to be part of your puppy's play. The idea when you have a puppy is not that you put the puppy in the bed, the X-Pen, whatever, and you throw in a bunch of toys and you walk away. The idea here is that you are building your relationship and your bond with your puppy. This is fun. This is really fun if you're a puppy. This is great. We're really having a good time. So you want to be sure you've inserted yourself into that really good time. So the association is there. Oh, fun mom, fun mom. And you also want to be sure it's not just you. So however many people are in your puppy's life, that's how many people should be doing part of this structured playtime. Now, playtime lasts for a variety of lengths of time depending on how old they are. Right now, these guys will play for about 30 to 50 minutes before they're like, that's it, I'm dead to the world, I gotta go to sleep. And it depends on what we're doing. So this is our third structured playtime today that I've had with them. Reynold was in here prior to me coming in for his structured time with them as well. Now, with all these toys, you'll see that most of these toys are the same as what we had last week. Nothing too much has changed. So we still have the monkey here with a squeaker. Oh. Now, what are we teaching the puppies here? A, not to be afraid, but also to get their attention. I want them looking when I squeak, and I want to give them something fun. There you see how we're negotiating getting out of the bed with no problem. That was Pink. Because this sound, you can mimic when you go, ah, puppy, 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 puppy. That's what you want your puppy to be really familiar with. And as we go along, we'll replace the puppy puppy with pom pom, Lola, pom pom, Lola. Oh, puppies, yay, puppies. Oh, good puppies. Because here is a really important pro tip. When you want to get your puppy to come and they're out there looking at something else, they're too young to be completely 100% reliable on recall. Your job is to make yourself far more intriguing and exciting than whatever it is they're doing. And part of that is your voice. And you want them to learn that high, happy voice. The, oh, Luna puppy, yay puppies, I love my puppies. Oh, these puppies are such good puppies. What good puppies we have. Oh, that's our very best puppies. Yes, we love our puppies. Oh, kissy, kissy. You want to do a lot of that during your structured playtime. Oh, I can see you need your claws clipped again. So that they become familiar with that and they remember, oh, good times, cuddles, love, mom, dad, whatever it is that they're learning there. So we do that, we stop during the play, we have cuddle time, we get kisses time, and we do all sorts of fun things. And now right now, if they're biting my nose while they're kissing me, I'm not really worried about that. I'm not trying to teach them too much about bite inhibition at week 5. Mostly what I'm doing is when they do want to chew on something, is just removing my finger or whatever they're chewing on and giving them something that I know that they enjoy chewing on. So for instance, this flat cow. Okay, this looks like nothing, because it is. This is a nothing little toy. It's been around for a while, has a few holes in it, but it's just right when you're week 5 and you want to go bah, 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 and get some give in it. Yes, it does, and it makes that good crackle. Now the other thing that we're going to do, or that we are doing, is working on the fact that both of these puppies enjoy chasing things. So when they're out here and they're walking around, and we'll see if we can get them to cooperate. They'll probably want to go back in the bed. We have the ball. Like, this is their ball that they usually play with, which isn't providing any excitement. So instead today, I introduced this water bottle. Now in Deep Bay, we had a boil water advisory not too long ago, last week. So we had to bring some bottled water in. There you go. Now you can see that that is, I got to check, I think it's purple. Yeah, purple's already out there. But look what else I can do here. Nope, nobody's going to pay any attention. Earlier we were paying lots of attention, but this is twofold because I'm making a noise. And that's helping to desensitize them to strange noises. Now I've got the bowl here, and I've got this baby toy. And you see, they're not afraid. They're not running away. They're curious. They're interested in what it might be. And that's exactly what the purpose of all of this is. We even will put the bowl upside down, make some different noises. And they're totally not in the least bit concerned about that. All they really want to do is go and see what that thing was that was making all the noise. They may even start climbing up on here, which is another thing I would love for them to start doing, exploring different heights, different surfaces. So you don't need to always just have the specific toys. You can use all sorts of stuff that's just around in your everyday life to start developing skills and start getting them curious. See, there we go. This is what I want to see. Because the puppy is learning that, oh, when I push it with my paw, it moves. This is great. And now we're going to come over and see what all this racket was that Mom was making. I'm sure they sometimes think, I wonder why that lady's always making all those sounds. That's very peculiar. So it's great. You can just sit in here with some toys. Sitting on the floor is key. You're not sitting on a chair or on the Chesterfield and they're on the floor. You're at their level. Everything you're doing is with them. You want to be at their level. You want to be speaking their language. You want to be doing their type of play. And that's how you develop a bond. And when you have a bond, your puppy will do whatever you want and you will have the happiest relationship. And see, there we go. There's Purple. Look at that. That's exactly what I want. See, this is just the best. This is socialization at its finest, where they are exploring, trying new things where they feel safe and confident, and all of the outcomes are positive. And mom's right here, and I can just go cuddle up after I've tried my big mountain climbing there on the bowl. This ball, yet another ball, different type of action and reaction. Again, we want to have them familiar with all sorts of different things. This little chew thing, this is a harder chew for the teething when they really want to start working at getting their teeth through something. Now, somebody told me once that their puppy was afraid of their dish. There's a reflection, obviously, in this stainless steel dish. So that's another reason why we desensitize them to stainless, is so that they see themselves. Puppies are not afraid of that. They're intrigued by it. They're like, oh, is that another dog? Oh, what is that moving around there in my dish? So sometimes if you have a puppy who's inordinately curious about what's in the bottom of their bowl, you may find that they spend a lot of time gazing at the bowl rather than eating, which can be annoying, or they splash in their water. So you just want to make sure, if that's the case, you keep the bowl empty, you take it out, you do it in all sorts of different ways so that they can become familiar with seeing something moving in the bowl. Now, as I was saying, they don't go for too long right now. And already Purple is getting herself ready for a nap. Pink was trying to get in over there and couldn't, so she's come over here. And I know why she has. She's come over here to climb up on me, because I know she knows that if she climbs on me, she can get in the bed. And that's exactly what she's going to do. And I'm happy to help her do that. So I'm just going to let them be. They're going to snuggle up there and get ready for their afternoon nap. And there we go. We're just going to find our comfy spot. Now, when you have something like Mr. Teddy here, particularly when your puppy first goes home, this is a great thing to have in their donut bed with them. And one thing I should point out is your puppy should never be napping or put into their crate during the day. The crate is only for sleeping in at night. If your puppy is napping during the day like they are right now, or you need to contain them because you're having a shower, you're working, whatever you need to be doing, this is the X-Pan that comes in the puppy starter kit, and you can see that it is 30 inches high. It has 8 panels. It can be configured in any way you want, so it's easy to put it around the donut bed. You can fold it and make this a very small enclosure. You can make use of your walls or other parts of your house and furniture, have it large. You can do whatever you want. But when your puppy is having a nap, it's in the bed and in an X-Pen, not in their crate. The crate is only for sleeping at night. This is where they're having their naps. So have a toy that provides them with some comfort, like Mr. Teddy there. And that makes them think that, oh, I'm cuddled up with my mom or a litter mate. And you can see Pink is giving the perfect demonstration of how that works. It's also great because it gives them something to chew on if they need to while they're getting ready for sleep. Purple's chewing on me right now, so I'm going to give her the monkey, and so that she starts to begin to chew something that's not me. Later on, we'll get more involved with making sure she understands the distinction between what I feel like and what a toy feels like, because we don't want them to be chewing on us. But before we can teach them not to do that, we have to teach them what we taste like, what we smell like, what we feel like. So when I put my puppies in here for a nap and put them in the X-Pen, so this is one of the things that we're doing now with the puppies, because these puppies are both in the Premium Foundations program. And because there's only 2 of them and they're both in it, we can start doing everything a little bit earlier than normal. So when we put them in for their nap, usually I will have something soft and cuddly like this, something sort of middle of the road like Mr. Monkey here. And this week we've introduced this harder chew because they are getting a little more serious about the teething. So you can see Purple's completely upside down there with her little bunny rabbit. Pink, oh, you decided you're not going to go to sleep yet? And don't be surprised when you do put your puppy down for a nap that they're not going to go to sleep immediately. They need to be tired. These guys have been up now for, how long have you been up with them, Reynolds?
45 minutes.
So 45 minutes, just exactly about when you would expect them to wind down at this age. 45 minutes to an hour. They're getting tired, but they are happy because we're here. Because what we're teaching these puppies is to be on their own, because that's an important thing, that they don't have any separation anxiety. So we will play with them and wear them out during their structured playtime, and then we will leave them. And we will not be in here at all. Now you'll see some breeders talk all about how they raise their puppies in their living room, their kitchen, their family room. That is all well and good if that's how they like to do things. I personally believe that is detrimental to the development of your puppy. Your puppy needs a place that is safe, quiet, secure. Your puppy needs to be able to completely decompress. Your puppy needs to be able to sleep. Puppies sleep a lot because they're growing exponentially when they're this age. And it's very important they get a good deep rest and that they feel, oh yeah, I'm safe here. Nothing and no one is going to bother me. Whereas if they're in your kitchen, rec room, living room, whatever, there's always something going on. There's always a distraction. So they're always like, wait, what? What's happening? Why is that dog barking? Why is mom and dad doing that? Oh, is the TV on? Oh, are they getting ready for dinner? Oh, sleep. Oh, wait a minute, what's that? And yeah, dogs sleep through a lot of things. But even though they look like they're sleeping and they may not actively wake up and walk around, they're very aware of what's going on. So they don't have that really good decompression. And being able to decompress fully is as important for our dogs as it is for us. And for babies in particular, it's very important. So we first of all don't want to ask them to do something like go to sleep and be on their own when they're not ready. So we don't want to have them come out, play for 10 minutes and say, that's it, I'm done. And we don't want to be distracting them when they're having their quiet time. I like to make it really clear to my puppies. Here we are. This is what we're doing. We're eating, we're playing, we're sleeping. Whatever it is that we're doing, or we're learning something together. When I have them at this age, they don't realize that we're learning together. And I can tell you, with every single litter, with every single puppy, I always learn something new. This litter has taught me a lot. Many things I would have been just fine never having to know, but I have learned a lot from them. But every puppy's little personality will tell you something. So that's it for today, mostly talking about play, but the real thing I want you to take away from this video today is that you are key to your puppy's development. You have to be there, be present. You need to be interacting with them, and you need to always have your puppy associating you with really good things. So I hope you liked today's video. I hope that you subscribe to our channel. Even though litter updates do have a lot of repetitive information in them, we also try to always do something new so that you continue to learn along with us, because dogs are ever evolving and our knowledge is always evolving. We always appreciate it if you hit that icon so you're notified whenever we have a new video come out and you do watch it. And we absolutely love it when you take a moment to pop a comment in there for us. We really love to connect with you in that way. So thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. And next week there won't be an update video because it is their puppy family visit. But after that, right after that on the following Monday, it's going to be allocation day. That video is not going to be too long because we only have Pom Pom and Lola. It's not going to be like some of the litters where we have 9 puppies. So it'll be a fairly quick video. We may end up talking about something else as well on Monday's video. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you all soon on allocation day.